What must someone believe in order to say yes to your offer? This is a simple question, but it's a really important one because oftentimes in sales and marketing, we associate sales and marketing with changing someone's mind, getting them to want something that they didn't want previously. And what I've found is that it is much easier to work within someone's mind, like to work within their existing beliefs and their existing desires, than it is to think that you have some sort of power to to change that. And that's not to say that, people don't change their minds and don't adopt new beliefs, but it's better off when it happens on their time and their accord. And so when you know what someone believes or when you know what someone needs to believe in order to say yes to your offer, it allows you to focus now. It gives you a focal point where instead of thinking about all of the people who you would have to convince, all of the people who don't really need it right now or aren't in the market for it or don't care at all, like you no longer have to struggle with trying to come up with ways to make people do things they don't already want to do. And so I'll give you a quick example. I have a new mentorship and advising offer. And in order for someone to say yes to this offer, they have to already believe that they need a mentor. I'm not going to come out here and be like, you need a mentor. You didn't. No. You've already decided in your own time and in your own world that things would be easier, that you would be able to get out of your own way. You would get deeper, faster insights, that life would just be a little bit easier in business if you had a mentor. You've already decided that and you've believed that, right? If you don't believe that, then hearing that I have a mentorship or advising offer, it's nice, cool, but it's not relevant to you. There's no relevancy there. And so trying to convince you to sign up and all that stuff, it just wouldn't work. So it doesn't make sense for me to waste time with that. So the other thing is, well, what else would someone need to believe in order to take me up on this mentorship offer? Well, that they would have to believe that I am the one to help them, right? So first they would have to already believe that they need a mentor, okay? And then they would have to believe that I'm the one to help them. And I guess that's where I would come into play. But again, I'm not trying to convince you of that. If I have to convince you of that, then I'm probably not the one, And so if you've listened to this podcast, if you've read my emails over the years, watched YouTube videos, wherever you have consumed something from me, that is when you decided, oh man, I could listen to that guy. Or if I had a chance to work with that guy, I would work with him. That decision already happened. That belief already happened sometime before, right? And so what else would someone need to believe in order to say yes to my offer? Well, they would have to believe they need a mentor. They'd have to believe I'm the guy. And then they would have to believe that it would be worth it, right? That whatever they're paying, the return, the exchange, it's going to be worth more than what they're paying. And I had a call yesterday with someone, and they had already done the math on my hourly consultant rate that I usually charge, and this 9-month advising program. And so when I actually shared the price, they were relieved and happy and excited because they already knew the value. They had done that on their own. And I was excited as well because I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to. Typically, marketers do the value stack before they close, where they're you get this at this value and you get this at this value. If you don't already know the value of working with me and having this experience, then it's probably not for you, right? And so with all of that in mind, it means that whatever efforts I make to market this offer, it's to focus on those people who have those pre-existing beliefs. If I focus elsewhere, it's going to take me off track, and it's also not going to allow me to speak to who I need to speak to directly. And so whatever it is that you're working on or working through in terms of an offer or something that you want to sell, start with this question. What does someone need to believe already to say yes? That is going to take you down the path of least resistance. It is going to open up way more opportunity and potential for you, because you won't be playing all those stupid games of trying to make people believe things that they don't believe.